Don't you just hate it when things don't go the way you plan? Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Trina Claiborne, your 4C hair transformation coach. If you're new here, welcome. And if you are a subscriber, welcome back. And I'm so glad that you're here. Well, we're finally getting the silk press done today. I'm a little nervous because I want this silk press to last at least 7 days. I'm going to try to do that. So I did a lot of research. So as of right now, I have washed and conditioned my hair. I clarified it. And for the clarifying shampoo, I use the Henna Silk Soap Nut shampoo. I washed it 3 times actually until I really felt like my scalp and the hair strands were actually clean of all of the products and oils and butters. As far as the conditioner, I use the Aussie Miracle Volume conditioner. Okay. And then for the leave-in, now what I've chosen is chai, if you want to call it. I'm not sure what's the proper name, but it's Infra. And I use that because it does have a little bit of heat protector in there. Now, as far as blow drying my hair, I understand to get the best silk press, number one, you want to make sure that you blow dry it as straight as possible. Now, I am going to use the Rev Air initially, and I'm going to use that to basically stretch my hair out. And then I'm going to go in with this Lena blow dryer. It blow dries and it straightens the hair at the same time. And the reason I wanted to do this is because in the past, when I first started using this, I felt like I had a lot of hair breakage trying to detangle my hair at the same time, but I've already detangled my hair. But I just want to give that security of making the hair stretch a little bit. So to get started, I'm going to start with the Rev Air. Let me try to. And I'm also making sure that my sections are a little bit smaller because I want to get it as straight as possible before I go in with the straight iron, with the hot iron. So let's start in the back with the Rev Air. And I'm going to put it on high tension, and I'm going to put it on high heat, but I'm not going to keep it on the hair for a long time because, like I said, I'm going to go in with the Lena. So let's get started. Oh, well, good helps if you turn it on. Ah. Okay, that's about how I want it to be throughout my entire head. So for time's sake, I'm going to finish this. I'm going to finish blow drying it with the Rev Air, and then I'll come back and show you the difference with the Lena once I add the Lena to it. Be right back. Okay, we are finished. I finally finished the blow drying with the Rev Air. So this is what we're looking like. And like I said, I'm going to go in with the Lena blow dryer, and I'm going to do a small amount at a time. But before I do that, I want to share with you some of the components of the Lena. No, I got big hair, so I need big clips. We're gonna go with the big guns now that I have big hair. These will go across it a lot better. Okay. All right, now with the Lena, it has 3 settings. You have the fan setting, a low fan, and then you have high fan, and then you have high fan with heat. All right, and then you have the heat only. Now as I turn it, you'll hear the low fan. That's the high fan. And you'll notice that the heat element is turned on, or you can have it with just the heat element, right, without blow drying your hair, so you can actually straighten it without blow drying it. But of course I'm going to blow dry it a little bit more because I really want to make sure my hair is dry and straight before I actually start to flat iron it. So we're going to put it on the high fan with Alright, so that is a bit more straighter, which I like. Now the one thing that I didn't do, I said I was going to use the Color Wow. Now it says on here to spray it generously, but I'm not sure if that's, we'll see. I'll put a little bit on my hand and as I section it off. So let me section my hair a little bit better because I'm going to do one side versus the other side so that you'll see a difference. Okay, so now this time I'm going to use the Color Wow and just to see if I see a difference and try to keep it separated from the hair I've already blow dried. I'm not going to put it on my hand, and then I'm going to rub it down. I figured this is the best way to not get it on the hair that I've already blown. I noticed the Color Wow portion of it does feel softer, so I'm gonna keep doing this just for time's sake. I'm gonna finish this half and then I'll come back and I'll show you the difference between the Rev Air and using the Lena to get my hair a little bit more straight. Be right back. Okay, I have finished the Lena side, and this is a big difference in straighten. I mean, huge difference. So for time's sake, I'm going to go ahead and finish this side off camera, and then I'll come back and we'll start with the silk press. Be right back. Gotta love that. This process was so quick, so easy. And let's take a look. All right, so I'm going to give you a snapshot of the back of my hair, showing you the length. Okay. I'm not sure if it's getting all of it. Let me stand up. That's where the length is now.
24 hours later.
Don't you just hate it when things don't go the way you plan? Yesterday I ran out of space on my SD card, and that's the only SD card I have that's capable of 4K filming. So I had to figure out which files, had to go to my computer, figure out which files I could delete, and I was trying to get this video completed yesterday before I had to report and log on to work. Well, of course that didn't work out. So today you can see my hair is in a bun, and if you look closely, it is frizzed up quite a bit, and if you notice, you can see the little hormonal hair loss. That's something that I'm going to be working on this year. But with that said, I'm having to redamp my hair, and I think yesterday I did not have my AC on, so it was a little bit warmer in here. So today I do have my AC on. I am freezing because I'm trying to decrease the humidity, and evidently after reading the directions on Color Wow, it says to liberally coat the hair strands, and I did not do that, but I am going to do that today. So I'm going to rehydrate my hair with this. And this is plain water, by the way, because I didn't want any extra particles from my hydration concoction. This is room temperature water, bottled water. And I'm going to dampen my hair, and I'm going to run this one. I'm not going to use the Rev Air this time. I'm going to use this and the Color Wow today, and to get my hair a little bit more sleek than this, because right now it's at the state that I would have my hair if I was doing a flexi rod or perm rod. So just for the sake of time, just to let you know that it is 24 hours later, and I'm going to come back after I have re-blow dried my hair to have it a little bit more sleek, and then I'll come back and then we'll start the flat ironing. Be right back. Okay, I am using the I guess you pronounce that Laneige. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. And this is a titanium flat iron, and as you can see, let's see, 1 2 3 4 5, it has 5 settings on there. Let's see if you can see that. And it also have a fan option. So the last time I used this, I used it at 390, and that was obviously not hot enough. So I am going to put it at 430. Okay, but let me get my hair set up first. I like the fact that it cools it off with the fan, and I like the fact that the way this is made, I'm able to get really, really close to the roots, and it's not hot. I can hold it. I really, really like that. It's getting the roots really, really well, if you can see that. Okay, for time's sake, I'm going to go ahead and finish the back and the side of my hair and most of this side, and just to show you how it's going until we get ready to do the cut. So that'll be the next thing after I finish this, to clip the ends of my hair. So we'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. Now I finished everything except for this section, and there was one thing I didn't get a chance to share with you what I'm using. I am using an olive oil hair protective serum, and it's by ORS, and I'm using that on the sections just before I do the flat iron. And I must say, my hair feels very, very soft and not like grass like it did the first time I did this. So I'm very excited. So I'm gonna finish this, and I'll probably, my hands are slippery from that oil serum. I'll probably just speed the camera up for time's sake. That might be too big of a piece, but we'll see. Yeah, that's too big. I'm gonna cut that in half. And I flinch out of habit, even though this is not hot to my skin. Love that, love it, love it, love it. Hope you can see this, hope you can get the gist of it. So I just kind of rub it on the roots and then slide it slow. absolutely love my hair. It feels so soft. If you can look at it, it's not as shiny as I would like it to be, but that is something that I'm working on. And I'm not sure if that's because of the product or because of the fact that I have high porosity hair. But I absolutely love it. But I am going to be cutting my hair based off another YouTuber. Her channel is called Deeper Than Hair. So I'm gonna look at that one more time before I actually put the scissors to my hair. And I do have some shears. I have shears that I got from Amazon. And this is Cool La La. And it came with, of course, the shears. And I love the color. It's like the same color as the box, actually. Let's see, there's something else in here. Oh, they just got the hair instructions that came with it. And it also came with a comb. Okay. So I like these. These are going to be the scissors that I use. I don't keep them in the bathroom because of the humidity. But I'll be using these. And I'm going to pull up her video and just look at it one more time to make sure I have the steps right. And but let me do this. Let me show you what my hair looked like in this flat iron state in terms of my growth. I'm just floored at how long my hair has gotten. Remember, my journey started in 2019 November is when I did the big chop, but I had to keep cutting my hair to March of 2020 because of that red dye and the damaged hair that I did. So here we are. This is where we at. I don't know if you can see all of it. Is it in frame? Yeah. That's where my hair is, and I love it. Okay, to get started with this trim method, the first thing I had to do is to make a large bang towards the front of my head, and I started it using the crown of my head and extending it to the sides, kind of similar to where you want to put a side part on the left and right side of it. So it's a pretty big section of hair, but only extended it to the crown. And as we go through this process, you'll see why. Now, I just want to admit, I was starting to second guess, just like she said in the video, this is very, very hard to do. Trying to film it, and especially with my hair being so long now, it was very, very hard for me to see the parts, as you could tell. But the parting is really not the most important part of it. I just want to make sure that I cut the crown. So at this point, you examine the hair and see exactly where you want to cut based upon where your hair is thinning. And it was very hard for me to do that, trying to keep my hair in frame because my hair has gotten so long, and being able to see where I'm cutting. And so I know that these the cuts are not straight because it was hard for me to get my fingers to angle correctly. But after you've accomplished a bang cut, then you just want to split that bang in the middle and then section the hair from the top of the crown to the back of the ear. Now, the goal of this section is to match up where you cut from the bang and line it up to be able to cut. Now, as you can tell, I'm struggling. Your girl is struggling, okay? And trying to keep my hand straight and being able to see where the thinning is and the thickness of the prior cut. That is the objective of that. And don't come at me. This is my first time doing this, so I know I'm doing a hack job. I do plan to get that corrected once I find someone here in Atlanta that can give me a professional trim or cut. And so you're just basically doing the same thing. You know, I know that people that know how to cut is cringing right now because I'm cringing watching it. but I'm doing the best that I can in order to get these ends off. Now the next step is to extend the crown to get a lot of the back part of the hair, not too far, because what we're going to do with the next step to get the back of the hair cut, but I'm just extending that big bang, and I'm going to compare that to the prior cut from the bang to be able to align it up and figure out where I need to cut to get that back part of my hair trimmed as well. And the same problems that I had the first time, I'm still having that. You can tell how badly I am struggling because I know it's not a straight cut, but I'm doing the best that I can. And so I brought it down just so I can see and also put it in frame. So that was the struggle. I was definitely on the struggle bus with this process. Will I trim my hair personally again? Probably not. But what I do plan on doing before I can find someone, a professional person here in Atlanta, is to make sure I diligently clip my split ends and fairy knots periodically as I'm styling my hair. So this next step, I'm basically trying to get the back part of my hair trimmed, and so I split the back and I bring that hair towards the front, twisting it so that I can see where the thinning parts of my hair is, and I clip that basically in a straight line. I know it looks like a hack job, but my objective was just to get the split ends, fairy knots out of my hair, and I'll be doing that more often because prior to this I wasn't doing that. I was just letting it grow and taking care of my ends. But you know, it is what it is. These are my results. But if you know someone, help a sister out. Okay, I know that this cut was not perfect, but I would say I cut off about 1.5 inches of hair all around, and so I'm happy with it. I know it's not perfect. It's probably not what a professional would do, but I just wanted to make sure I get my ends clipped moving forward. So from this point on, and also I've got to tell you that I did re-dye my hair around the edges, and so there's no gray, but you can see a little bit of the golden hairs. Let me get a little closer so that you can see that. So I did get rid of the grays, and so now all I have is a few golden hairs, but I don't mind that. So I'm gonna okay, I decided that I am going to style my hair on camera. Don't come at me. I know this is not the best cut, but for the first time, this is the first time I've ever given myself a trim, a real trim. Like I said, I haven't found anyone here in Atlanta that I trust, but if you know someone here in Atlanta, please, 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 by all means, contact me and give me their contact information. I would love to do my research on them because I just want to make sure that they understand 4C, high porosity, natural hair. Even if I need to do my own silk press so that it'll be in a state where they can cut it, because I know that I probably need to cut off a little bit more. Look like I cut off maybe about 1.5 inches to 2 inches, which is fine. So I'm going to just kind of bump the ends a little bit, nothing fancy. So I'm going to turn my Leange or Leange, I guess that's how you pronounce it. I really don't know, but I love it. And I'm gonna put it on 430, the highest. And I'm gonna leave the fan on just for safety measures. And like I already have it parted the way I want. I like side parts on my face. I guess I could leave it like this, but I'm gonna give it just a little bit of a bump, so to speak. And it's so funny because I know when I was younger, I used to use curling irons all the time, but I've been so far removed from them. You know, when you don't use it, you definitely lose it, that's for sure. that's basically it. I just did a little bump, nothing too fancy, and I love how flowy my hair is. I absolutely love it. Let me show you what the back looked like. So I don't know if I got it all curled. Let's see if you can see. Okay. Let's see if you can get it all. So I'll stand up the middle. There you go. I am very, very pleased with this silk press. It's definitely better than the last one that I did, I must say, and it definitely feels better. And I'm very happy. I'm not sure how long I'll be able to keep it. I didn't check the weather here in Georgia. I'm not sure if it's supposed to rain or not. But like I said, I work from home, and I'll probably wrap my hair at night in the old style wrapping, you know, where you take your hair and you brush it around and you put something on it, and then I'll put my scarf on it. That's how I'm going to maintain it over the next few days. But let me know what you think about this, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you have some tips for me, definitely put it in the show notes. And all of the products that I use is also in the description box if you want to take part of those. Let me turn this off. This is what you hear, the fan is still on, so I'm going to turn it off. But anyway, I thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And leave a comment, like the video if you found some value in it. But like I said, if you do know someone in Atlanta that is an expert in 4C natural hair, definitely leave me some information on that, and I'll do some research, because I really would like to have someone here that could help me with the silk presses and the cuts. That's something that I really would like to have someone to do that, for more professional. But until now, this is what we get, okay? And thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Mwah.